Hey guys, just before we start the video, this is just gonna be me talking, giving you guys some updates. Watch it to the end. Really exciting update. We're making moves to make some big boy power, and I'm gonna get ready to reveal to you what that's gonna be and what it's gonna look like and all the parts that are included. So again, just a bunch of talking. Appreciate you guys watching. Just listen through the end. It's pretty cool. And with that said, let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back. I know. It's been a couple months. I've been hiding. It's wintertime. And honestly, I just didn't feel like working on the truck out here in the garage when it's cold, even though I have a heater and there's really not much to do. So just stick with me. There's just mostly going to be some talking. I do have a couple small updates on the truck itself as it stands right now. And then my really big update that I've been kind of holding out on you guys. And that's kind of where all my money, my time, and focus has been going into right now, trying to get that squared up. So let me turn the camera around. We're going to look at a couple things, and then we're going to do a bit of an unboxing, if that's what you're going to call it. As we're going to talk about, what the future power plant holds for this thing. Because we're doing an engine swap. 360 thing has been great. I feel like without building a motor for it, I don't know how far I can push it. As far, I've been far now, but hey, let me flip the camera around. We're gonna talk about some stuff. Keep watching. Okay, so every year I like to service this thing. So we're gonna do oil, full blend transmission service, all the fluid. I'm gonna swap out all the fluid, drain it out. We'll tighten up the bands. We'll put filters, a trans filter kit, oil filter, all that stuff, right? Not a big deal. As far as changes go, the only other thing I did after December when you saw the brakes is I just updated the coolant overflow with that real nice motion piece. I figure it matches our billet catch can. That's pretty much it. So I did that stuff. I'm gonna service the thing up now. I'm gonna start servicing it up. I'm gonna change the transmission cooler. Right now we have 240 row coolers underneath the fans. There's nothing in the nose. All the fluid gets pumped to the back. And it does okay. I was hoping to find something better because long term I want to do drag and drive. So I'd like to get all the coolant temperatures, all the fluid temperatures under control. And if I can figure that out now, it's gonna help me in the long run. So we're gonna get rid of those 240 row with fans, and we're gonna move to the full blend race cooler. So this is an aluminum piece with a giant fan. So we're gonna pull those other two out that are where the spare tire used to be. And then we're going to put that somewhere. Haven't decided. I might move it more forward in the truck, maybe where the gas tank used to be. So that's really all I have planned until maybe we'll hit our first testing tune. I also think I'm going to change. I might change that bar angle. I do think at the very end of the season last year, I learned something really valuable as far as like shock settings and stuff goes. And possibly I've been kind of barking up the wrong tree the entire time, which I thought, I couldn't get the shocks tight enough, and I might have been wrong. I might need to loosen them up and hopefully put some more, probably might need more grip. But I think like the very last pass of last year when I got irritated and loosened them up all the way, took them all the way down to 8 clicks, and the thing just hooked and went. And then went at the end and actually shook the tires, which normally that's a sign, if I understand right, of a little bit too much bite, which would have been either tighten up the compression or rebound just a little bit or put a little bit more tire pressure in it. So I might be on to something there, but this is why I test, because I really don't have many people to talk to. But I think we're making some headway. But anyway, we're going to take that bar. I think I'm going to move it, maybe move the back of it down a hole to sit more like a cow track, and that'll probably level it back out. And then when we get back to the spring, we'll see where that kind of leads us. So that's really the only things I'm going to do. Okay, so that's pretty much what we got going on with the truck as it sits right now. Now, I want to talk to you about the future of what I want to do with this thing. So like I've said, 360 has been great. I've ran it farther than I ever thought I'd run it. And I started about a year ago. I picked up another engine. It's been sitting in a crate and I've slowly been starting to order parts for this motor. I'll turn the camera around and show you guys what this thing is. In fact, let me pull it out of the box. I'll take the box off and we're going to look at it. We'll look at the parts. So give me a second. Okay. This crate. So if you watch my videos and you're paying really, really close attention, you've seen this crate in the background. So without further ado, if you can't tell what that is a Gen 3 Hemi. I bought this thing, like I said, it's been a while ago. It was 2023, I think summer 2023. It is a Chrysler reman motor. The backstory on it, the guy I bought it from wasn't 100% sure. It was kind of weird. But what I think happened was somebody purchased this motor. It's a 6.4 392 truck motor. And I believe what happened is they tried to put it in a car. At least that's what I heard. So I bought this thing fully assembled and brought here in a side crate. My end goal with this truck is I want to make big boy power. I want to do a twin turbo. I want this thing to make, 1,400 horsepower when we turn, really get after it. And it's way easier to do that with this Hemi. So I pulled the thing apart. I actually sold the lifters and stuff out of it because the only thing I'm really after is the block at this point. So the plan for it. Here's the plan. It's a 392. It's going to end up a 426. So we're going to go 426 with some really good parts. Things I have right now, I've kind of had are a set of diamond pistons. So these are a set of diamonds, 2K pistons. You can buy them right on the shelf. Diamond claims they're good for 2,000 horsepower. We're going to be right around 10 compression ratio. So we've got the diamond pistons. Then as far as crank, so what I chose for a crank is actually a billet piece. It is a Monlar, however you say it. I can never say it right, don't kill me. It's actually a really one of the really nice billet pieces. So it's a 4050 stroke. I've had these pistons and this crank for a while now. And I've been waiting for connecting rods and billet main caps. So those are the other two pieces of the puzzle, right? So when this thing's done, it is gonna be stout. So like I said, diamond pistons, Cali's Ultra Enforcer steel rods, maybe arguably one of the strongest steel rods you could get. Then this billet crank, it's a center weighted piece. So, and then billet main caps. And let me switch it. So there's our crank, brand new in the box. Apparently I needed that spacer. I did get a new tone ring. I really haven't even opened it up, but like one time, it's just been sitting here. Right there. So good parts, right? So this bottom end of this motor should be able to hold a lot of power. More power than the chassis this truck's going to be able to take without some extensive bracing. And that's just the honest truth. So that's excited. That's where all my time and money's been going right now. I'm still waiting for the rods, the billet main caps. Then we can send it off to the machine shop. So what else? Cylinder head choice. So these are a set. These came off that reman motor. Nothing wrong with them. They're in really good shape. Like I said, this motor only supposed to have idle time on it, and judging by all the bearings and everything, I would say that's pretty true. It looks great. So these are BGE truck cylinder heads for 6.4, but we're not using those. So I ordered a set of, I believe it's Thatturbodakota, or however you want to say it, cylinder heads. They're like 3 or 4 or 5 months back order. I don't expect them here anytime soon. But they have Inconel valves, double valve springs. They're CNC ported. I believe they're made here in the U.S. They'll flow, if I understood right, they'll flow about 1,000 CFM more than a set of Hemi cylinder heads, which I don't know if you guys have ever looked at these things. Even in factory form, massive ports. Like, If you ever wonder why I could make more power with that, but not with those cast cylinder heads, teeny tiny little ports. Look at the ports on a stock Hemi. Like they're huge. So, and it's just parts are more readily available. And the block, the BGE block from the factory has extra bracing in it. I don't know if you know this. You may or may not know this. This is called a BGE block. Big gas engine. They use that block in the trucks and in the Hellcats. It has extra bracing casted in it. So that's why I went that OEM route with that OEM block. It's supposed to be really strong. So I have a really good combination of parts. I still need some miscellaneous stuff. This is a good time to build one of these because they just came out with some new timing chain stuff to get away from the factory phaser that's in that box that's real heavy. So I ordered that stuff. It's pretty new. They haven't started producing it yet. It's supposed to be out like a month or two from Blackbird. So I got that. I got to order a camshaft. I'm not quite sure what to do with that yet. It needs to be a decent size camshaft for the amount of power we're shooting for. So I don't know if I'm going to custom grind. Flying Ryan, if you guys know who that is, does real big into tuning Mopar, started on these trucks. He has his own line of camshafts, and he has what he calls a max effort turbo grind. So I might end up with that. I'm not sure, but right now I just want to get the stuff for the short block so we can, just keep moving, right? Keep rolling the ball. I'm excited that's that could be a year out, by the time you're saying said and done. But with that, I think there's some other things I'm kind of thinking about changing. The factory drivetrain motor sits sideways in this thing. I thought about, and I'm not sure yet if it's going to work, is motor plate and the mid plate and get rid of the motor mounts, but it would require us to cut the framer right before the control arm and tube it from here up, and then motor plate it, mid plate it, and there's just a lot of stuff. Like, we'll center everything up, which means there's going to have a new axle housing made as its factory offset. But I don't know. We have a lot of time before that, and they're constantly bringing out parts for these things. So Blackbird's also talking about a front timing cover that'll accept a motor plate that'll have a bracket for an alternator and an electric water pump. I don't know. So as right now, I'll just get the motor built, but that was kind of thought process. Obviously, it's going to need a cage and some chassis bracing, but I'm just happy to make moves on this Hemi. This is going to be great. Not an LS swap, still it's going to be Dodge. That transmission is probably not going to stay. It's just the honest truth. We're going to have to put something in that's just a little bit better. But that's it. Like that is my plan for this thing long term. I hope you guys keep subscribing and watching as I slowly put out videos, amongst the just doing life. And I'll give you updates as I go. But sorry it's been so long, and I appreciate you guys watching. I'm probably just going to cut it here because nobody wants to watch me change the oil in this pig dog. But as those other parts show up, you will get that on video too. But I'm going to get after it. If you guys have any questions, hit me up below, please. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and then send a subscription my way. I'd appreciate it. We're just a hair over 1,000. That's cool. I'm excited about that. I appreciate you guys that are watching. If you're big Dakota guys or Mopar guys, I really appreciate it. But hey, I'm going to get after it. We'll see you guys on the next one.